Hello everyone and welcome back. I know it's been a while since my last video. I do apologize. Things have been kind of crazy and honestly I've been very lazy. Very lazy. But I did kind of get inspired to make a video when I watched the PS5 event last week. Fantastic event. I highly recommend checking out the full live stream. But I kind of wanted to run through what they revealed and what I liked, what I didn't like, and specifically where I rate everything. So when I was watching, I went ahead and I rated everything on a scale from 1 to 10. This isn't a scale of good to bad, actually. It's more of a scale of, personally, where do I find myself on interest. So 1 would be, I don't have any interest at all, I don't care, I don't think anybody else would care. 3 would be, for instance, I don't care, but I can see why a lot of people would care. Like, 5 would be, I need more information. It could be good, but I need more information. 8 or 9 would be like a day 1 pickup. Definitely going to pick up to day 1 pickup. 10 would be like, give me all the information I can get. So there's a lot to get through, so we're just going to run through really quick. And I do apologize if I miss anything. I don't think I will. But I do have my note sheet here, so let's get through it. So we started off with GTA 5. Guys, this isn't a 3 for me. I don't care about GTA 5, but I know that a lot of people do, and I know that a lot of people will be happy it came back. So, or it's continuing. It's still going. There's a big player base there. Then we got to Spider-Man Miles Morales. Guys, this one gets a solid 8 for me for excitement, because, wow, I love the first Spider-Man game on PS4. I cannot wait to try this one out, and they set it up so well that it could be really good, if they focus on Miles Morales kind of training and taking over that mantle of Spider-Man. Sorry. Then we got to Gran Turismo. I guess it was Gran Turismo 7. I don't really care about Gran Turismo, but I know a lot of people do. And it did look fun. It looked absolutely wonderful. It's just simulated racers, not my thing. Then we got to Ratchet & Clank: A Rift Apart. Oh, I love Ratchet & Clank, and I really want to try this one. It looked really cool. They had this new mechanic where you could kind of grapple and shoot through, like rifts or portals or whatever. It looked really neat. I cannot wait to try that. We then got to one called Project Athena, or Athia. This one is a solid 5 for me. I would like to see more, and if I see more, I would really love to. This one would be the kind of game that I could see myself really loving, or I could see myself going, it's way too artistic, not for me. Then we got to Stray. Stray goes to a 4 because we didn't see a lot, but it does look like a far more artistic type of game, and that's just not my thing. I like action. I like to kind of escape into a different world when I'm playing video games, and Stray was very cat-oriented, and not for me. Then we got to one called Returnal. This one looked pretty interesting. I gave it a 7. I would easily keep my eye on this one, or I will be keeping my eye on this one, and I may pick it up. Just depends on when it comes out and what's coming out around it, and if it's a day 1 pickup or when it's cheaper. We then got to Sackboy: A Big Adventure. I've never been into the Little Big Planet and Sackboy games, but this one looked pretty interesting. This one may very well get me to pick it up. Then we got to one called Destruction All-Stars. It kind of looked like a... Okay, so it kind of looked like a combat racer, or maybe even just a straight-up battle game, almost like Twisted Metal. Could be interesting, kind of cartoony. I'll keep my eye on it. I think I gave it a 6. Then we got to Kenan, Badge of Spirits. Sorry. I gave this one actually I gave this one a 5. So here's the thing with this one. It looked really good, but it also looked really artistic. And it's another one of those ones where if I see enough that I go, the gameplay's going to get me into it, that's awesome. I can deal with the artistic story. I say deal with, some of them can be done really well. It's just, sometimes I don't get the stories. I'm like, I don't understand the message here, and it's really dark and depressing, and not for me. Then we got to Goodbye Volcano High. This kind of looked like a very, So it kind of looked like a furry sim in a high school senior year type thing. I don't know. I gave it a 4. Not that interested in it. We then got to Oddworld, Soulstorm. This one got an 8 for me. The gameplay looked awesome. The trailer was amazing. It really kind of drew me in and kept my attention. Not only that, but I know that there was one called Oddworld Abe's Adventure, I think it is, or Abe's Odyssey. I think I want to go back and play that game now. It looked really good, and it makes me want to play the previous one. So this one got a solid 8 from me. We then go to Ghostwire Tokyo. This one, again, looked really good and interesting. It kind of looked like, So it kind of looked like the idea was that you're, exorcist or something in Tokyo, like a kid with special powers to see the dead or the other world, you know what I mean, like another plane of the dead or monsters and stuff. And it really looked interesting, and I kind of want to play through it because I really like those kind of movies, like those movies and TV shows like Charmed or yeah, the old Charmed was awesome. I loved it. I'm sorry. I liked Constantine. I know that it only got 13 episodes and it left on a huge cliffhanger, but I thought it was done pretty well. Just a lot of that kind of stuff I'm a big fan of, so I really like the idea of this one, and I could see myself picking it up. So it got an 8. That was Ghostwire Tokyo, by the way. Then we got Jet the Far Shore. This one got a 5. I could see myself going either way. I just need more from this one. I just need to know more about it. Then we got to Godfall. Godfall looks interesting. Not what I would call super. What's the word here? Not what I'd call super graphically intense compared to some of these other games, but it did look good and the gameplay looked fun. Then we get to Solar Ash. Again, this one's one of those real artistic ones. Gameplay could be really good and that could draw me in, but that's what I'm waiting for those ones is the gameplay. So that one's got a 5 for me. We then get to Hitman 3. So this one gets a 6 for me. I would like to see more, but I'm always mixed on Hitman games. I've played a lot of them, but I've never really finished them because I like the gameplay at first, but I kind of fall out of it, so we'll see. We then get to Astro's Playroom. Looked like a minigame collection. I gave it a 5. Could be good, could be bad. I really don't know. Then we get to Little Devil Inside. This is another 5 for me. It looked interesting, but I just don't know. Then we got to NBA 2K21. Again, Gran Turismo is the same thing. I know there's a fan base. I know you guys love it. I just don't care. I'm sorry, but it's just not my thing. Sports games, racing simulators, they're not my thing. I prefer more like Crash Team Racing and Overwatch. So, yeah. Then we get to one called Bug Snacks. Okay, this one was one of those ones where it was real cutesy and I'm really weirded out and I'm like, part of me wants to try it, part of me doesn't. I'd pick it up when it's on sale though. So I gave that one a 6. Then we get to Demon Souls. So guys, Demon Souls is what was it? There was Dark Souls and Bloodborne, and Demon Souls was the precursor to Dark Souls, and it was made by the same people, and it's one of those very highly mechanical games. I'll be honest here, I can't play Bloodborne. I own Bloodborne, cannot play it. I make it a little bit further each time I try. That's about all I can do. So, this one got a 5 for me. I probably won't pick it up, but it did look interesting, so who knows, maybe one day it'll be on PlayStation Plus and I'll grab it then. Deathloop. Oh, this one actually looked really fun. And I would have been excited about it if this was 2 years ago. But Bethesda hasn't been doing exactly great lately. And it is a Bethesda game, so mixed. Sometimes they do really good if they're just the publisher, but if they're the actual developers and publishers, we'll see. We'll see. I gave it a 6, but very tentatively. Then we got Resident Evil 8 Village. Okay, so guys, I love the Resident Evil games. I think I've owned all but 3 of them. I think I own all of them but 3 right now. Oh, and 7. I never played 7. I never really got into it because it was far more of a different format where they went back to horror and not my thing. But Village is one that I may get back into just because they had Chris show up in the trailer, and I like Chris. He's one of my favorite Resident Evil characters, so yeah, I love playing him in 5. So yeah, may check out Resident Evil, The Village. Then we got to one called Pragmata. Again, this one, it's all about that gameplay. Once I see more on the gameplay, maybe I'll get into it. Maybe not. I just don't know. And then we close out the game section with Horizon Forbidden West. Okay, guys, this one gets a solid 8 from me. I actually did play some Horizon Zero Dawn, and I really liked it. This is another one of those ones that makes me want to go back and play that game again. So as soon as I finish what I'm doing now, I think that's going to be my next single-player game I play. So Horizon Forbidden West, Horizon Forbidden West, that one is easily one that I think a lot of people will be excited about. I can't wait to see what they do with this. And it makes me want to go and play their other game, which I have on my shelf. So, you know, there's that. And then they close out the show with an actual peek at the console. And I really like the peek at the console here. It's kind of a sleek black and white design. Kind of a... what was it? You know, remember when they used to do a lot of industrial, modern architecture and like interior design and stuff? Kind of reminds me of that. Not the greatest looking thing in the world, not the worst looking thing in the world. I just think games look good, and that's what matters to me. I'm also really excited to try the haptic feedback on the controller. I'm a little worried because it gives a lot that could go wrong with the controller, but it's also kind of cool. And they are giving us an all-digital edition without a disc drive. If you want that, that could be nice. They had some other cool accessories that look nice. I think I'm going to try and pre-order and get one of these when they finally release the price point for it and the release date. I would give a warning. I know that there are some pre-orders out right now. A lot of them are... I remember one, I think it was Play Asia or something, had one for like $700. That's a lot of money to put down on a console, especially if it's going to be a $500 console. So I'd just say pre-order at your own risk, and you might want to wait until they actually release it, and you can go to your Best Buy or GameStop and get one that way. Anyway, I've been rambling on way too long. I am sorry I haven't made a lot of episodes recently, I am sorry I haven't made a lot of videos recently. I've been lazy, and there hasn't been a lot that inspired me to want to make an episode recently. So hopefully we'll have some more now that we're coming into video game season when there's a lot more games coming out. And I just hope you guys will join me and keep liking, sharing, subscribing if you like this channel, if you like my videos. No, I'm not the best YouTuber, but hey, it's all for fun, right? And what game on here makes you excited? Also, I'll link the Gamespot full stream of the reveal if you want to watch it. It's like an hour and 15, an hour and 20 minutes long, somewhere in there. It's worth the watch. The games come back to back. There's a lot of good stuff in there. So I would recommend watching it. And I'll link GameSpots just because, well, that's where I watched it. And other than that, I want to say thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys all have a great day. Stay safe, and join me here next time. Bye.